Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Kenny Wallace Show. I had a motorhome driver, and he used these words one time. He said, "Don't worry, Herm, no drama." I looked at him. I said, "Say that again." He said, "No drama." I said, "Gosh, I love that." Drama is what we had in Texas for the All-Star race. I mean, are you kidding me? This race gets worse and worse every year. It has no direction. It's like throwing darts and they don't have a bullseye. They don't know what they're going for. Uh, NASCAR means well, and that All-Star race has always been at Charlotte, at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Now, that racetrack is owned by the Smith family. You got Marcus Smith, who's running things now. His dad is Bruton Smith, and their company is called SMI, Speedway Motorsports Incorporated. And by the way, NASCAR is ISC, International Speedway Corporation. And then you have, Pocono up there, who has a race grandfathered in because years ago, the Mattiolis are dear friends with Big Bill France. So they're going to keep that race forever until they decide not to have it. So you have three players in NASCAR. So you got to ask yourself, why is the All-Star race always at an SMI track at Charlotte, which is, Charlotte, and then now we have it at Texas. I saw a comment by Bruton Smith. He was on Sirius XM radio. He says, "Listen, the fans don't know what they want. They complain about everything. They wanted us to move it around, so we moved it to one of our tracks." So they kept it in the family. Basically, they took it from Charlotte, which was a great mile and a half, to Texas, which is another mile and a half. No go. It was at Bristol one time, I think, which is an SMI track. So you see the pattern here. It's going to be at an SMI track. So next it could be at Vegas. Next it could be at Sears Point. Who knows? But let's talk about that All-Star race. Looks like Kyle Busch is going to dominate in that left rear tire deal. I mean, it's becoming, it's like, okay, get the pit guns fixed because the nuts keep falling out. Get your left rear tires fixed because they keep blowing out. And, we do have issues. So we lost some good cars in that race. I believe it was a left rear tire going down maybe on Kyle Busch's car, maybe not. Anyway, that's my disclaimer. Maybe not. But Ross Chastain just obliterates himself and Chase Elliott. So right away we got some all-stars that are gone, right? We got, Kyle Busch is gone, Ross Chastain's gone, and the ladies' man. All of you want to marry, Chase Elliott, and he wrecked out. My God, it was a horrible wreck on that front straightaway. So let's address the elephant in the room. The race itself. At one time I got in trouble with the California Speedway, Auto Club Speedway. I'll never forget working for Speed or FS1. It's like, what do you want me to call this racetrack now? At one time it was California Speedway. They're like, no, it's Auto Club Speedway. I'm like, it's funny, right? Because my mom once said, be careful, don't insult my intelligence. It's like your arena or your stadium. It's always whatever it is, but it's always whoever pays the money. But I'm out there and, you have to call it whatever it is. And Auto Club Speedway, California Speedway. Anyway, I sat on the set and I said, this racetrack is boring. And Jimmy Spencer sitting right next to me. I said, hey, here are the fans at California Speedway. Hey, here comes second place car. Well, my phone's going in my pocket because the promoters of the racetrack a little upset with me. I said, come on, man. Your racetrack is boring. What you want me to insult the fans' intelligence? Is that what you want me to do? Because my mama said, hey, be careful. Don't insult my intelligence. Your racetrack is boring. I once asked Marcus Smith, I said, Marcus, what the hell is going on? Why did you all go and build these big old racetracks? I mean, I want some Wilkesboro. I want some Rockingham, Bristol, Martinsville. I want some short track action. I want some gouging. You know, I mean, we always talked about how Darrell Waltrip, clean cut. Darrell Waltrip was he was like an architect. He'd win at Bristol without a mark on his car. He'd win at Martinsville without a mark on his car. He was the Wayne Gretzky. He would slice and dice. You can run a short track as long as you slice and dice and become an architect. So this All-Star race, it is, listen, I'm not being a mean guy. It pains me to say this. They don't have a clue what the fans want anymore. Here's my opinion. Now, as I always say to you, that was my disclaimer. All right? Jeff Gluck's, Jeff Gluck has become very popular on Twitter for, what do the fans want? Jeff Gluck has become popular for two things. When the race is over and everybody leaves, he quiet track, click, takes a picture of all the fans gone, quiet track. And Jeff Gluck has also become very popular on social media, specifically Twitter, for a poll. Was it a good race or a bad race? So in the history of was it a good race or bad race, this was the third worst. Now, I don't really know what the first and second ones were because I'm not media and that's not what I do. You'll look it up for me and you'll tell me what it is. But still, here we are, year 2022, and the All-Star race at Texas was the third worst. I mean, I think only like 20-something% of the people said it was a good race. So, that's bad. We don't have to reinvent ourselves. What do we got to do to make that race special? In my opinion, it has to go to a track that is deserving. Now, can it be taken away from an SMI track? I don't think Marcus Smith's going to like that. Obviously, SMI has got a stranglehold on this All-Star race. Texas is a beautiful facility. I like the racetrack. I love the area. But, there's a combination. It's like making a cake, man. I got too much sugar. I got too much egg. I got too much flour. Texas Motor Speedway was not conducive for this racetrack. Now, what do we got to do to make it better? I mean, let's apply some PJ1, which is stick them. Let's try a different tire. Here we go again. But it is my opinion that the All-Star race can be special again if it is at a special place. So that is my bottom line with the All-Star race. Put the All-Star race at a special place. Listen, as much as we all laughed about that LA Coliseum, we all tuned in, we all watched. It was fun. They were beating the hell out of each other, and we watched. The All-Star race is not meant to be taken serious. Like the rules don't count. It's not for points. It's balls on the wall for $1 million. It's supposed to be entertaining. The normal rules for the All-Star race do not apply. Okay? So my opinion is, hey, Wallace, instead of running that mouth, where would you put the All-Star race? Well, let's see. It might have to be somewhere that is not a NASCAR sanctioned track. Well, we know that ain't going to happen. Not because I'm being a smart ass. It's got to stay in the family, right? Where's that going to be? I'm not real sure. I'll let you all decide on that because the fans know what they want. You all don't know what the hell you want. So let's pick a place that puts on a good show and tight racing. Wilkesboro? Oh, but there's not enough people in the stands. There's not enough, there's not enough seats. Since when did that matter? We all know now that TD's where it's at. Give me something that seats 10,000 people. Nashville? Can the All-Star race be at Nashville? All right. So you see where I'm headed. Could the All-Star race be at Wilkesboro? SMI owns it. Could it be at Nashville? I think Nashville's the perfect place to put it. It's Party Central. Make a big deal out of it. We have to get the All-Star race off these big tracks. Remember, no go, too big. It's lost in translation. Just it's hollow. So I give you my opinion. All-Star race needs to be at Wilkesboro or Nashville. Preferably Nashville because it's Party Central. You got Tootsies. You got all the bars. Everybody can have a good time and drink it up. All right. The other elephant in the room, window net gate. Hey, Wallace, Blaney should have not been able to win because his window net was down. Listen, I'm a realist, okay? Window net. Okay, put your window net up, something can fly in and kill you. I get that, okay? But listen, racing is a dangerous sport, okay? The rules for the All-Star race are not consistent. Love Denny Hamlin, dear friend of mine. I understand. And, Denny, I got more to say about Denny. Has Denny become the new mayor of NASCAR? Has he taken over Dale Jr.'s spot? Has Denny Hamlin taken over Jeff Burton's spot? Jeff Burton used to be the mayor. Remember my buddy Jeff Burton? Well, NASCAR, like Bill Clinton got the fingers up, But here's my take on window net gate. So what? Drop the green flag. Something flies up in the car and hits him. He's the one that took the window net down. That would not win in the court. He took the window net down, all right? The rules don't count. Now listen, here's what you're going to say. Herman, you're wrong. These are the rules. But you don't understand. I don't care. Like Kyle Petty says, I don't care about the rules. This is the All-Star race. The same rules in normal NASCAR racing don't apply for the All-Star race, all right? So Blaney's the winner. That's the way it is. And, I'm a city boy. City boy means we don't fight fair, all right? We don't fight fair. We keep our helmet on in case we get hit, it don't hurt. South Broadway, look it up, city of St. Louis. We don't play fair. We don't fight fair. Am I a nice guy? Yeah, but sounds like a bunch of babies. His window net came down. His window net came down. So what? I don't want to hear it. You're going to say, yeah, but no, those rules are not the rules. Those rules are over here. Now, if it's a normal race and the window net comes down, black flag. But that's not how it happens. So let's talk about window net gate. How did we get there? So NASCAR admitted they had a knee-jerk reaction. We covered this with the Carl Edwards deal. They love a good caution every once in a while. And they messed up. They admitted they messed up. My God, why did they throw the caution? For what? Because they thought it would be good. We know that. They admitted it. They said, quote unquote, it was a knee-jerk reaction. We should have never thrown that caution. They throw the caution for no reason, and we know that. Okay, oh yeah, but there was a car over here. Stop it. There was a car over here. It wasn't even in the picture. So it didn't matter. They messed up. Once again, they took a big bite of the apple to try to create a finish. They got to stop it. They got to stop it with these silly cautions. Once again, you're insulting my intelligence. There's no reason to throw a caution. Once they threw the caution, everybody starts celebrating because that's the end of the race. Normally, but this is not normal. And Ryan Blaney does what any driver's going to do. We won! Hey, everybody! Ah. First thing a driver does is pull his window net down because it's claustrophobic, right? You want the camera to see you. You know, he wins the race. He slows down. He's on the back straightaway. Hey, let me take the window net down. You know, because you want everybody to see, hey, or if you got the in-car camera, hey. So he takes the window net down because normally he won the race. I don't like to cuss, but I got to tell you, this is what they call a shit storm. Charlie, don't beep that out. This is YouTube, my channel. So it just connect the dots. It was a series of you know what? This could be on that All-Star race, could be on bloops and blunders. It really could. The All-Star race in Texas should be called bloops and blunders. They keep blowing left rear tires out. That caused a big wreck. We threw a caution that was fake. And, you know, the guy lets the window net down. And then Denny Hamlin makes fun of them all after the race is over. It was a disaster. It was a cluster, as you know what. So, listen, I am a leader. And if you all know, I say, here's why. And I just told you everything. Here's why. Quit throwing fake cautions, number one. All right? Move the All-Star race to somewhere where it's enclosed, it's tighter, and people can party. I want to see this All-Star race at Nashville. I don't care about the politics. That's your deal. I'm going to tell you what. I think the mayor of Nashville, no matter what, I mean, they're going to want that. And you don't need to sit 60,000 people. Put 10,000 people in there, and the ratings that go through the roof. Listen, they said we're bringing the dirt race back to Bristol. We didn't care about the crowd. We're bringing the dirt race back to Bristol because it had 4 million people watching it. So nowadays, we got a rule of thumb. Did it get good ratings on TV? The All-Star race is all about ratings on TV. That's my take on the All-Star race. All right, I hope you all enjoyed it. A lot of fun breaking down these races. You know, I just call it the way I see it. I don't work for anybody anymore. And I let everybody say their piece, and I go, well, here you go. This is what I think. That's it. All right. Peace out, everybody.